Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, non-binary pals, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you've been around my channel for long enough, I don't have to tell you this, but my favorite Thomas & Friends character is James. He's the red one, the vain one, just the splendid red engine all around. And, well, you've read the title, you know what we're talking about today. Now, over time, I've taken a look at Trackmaster James, Plarail James, overall quite a few, but as you can see here, today we're taking a look at one that's a bit more, I guess the best way to describe it is unique, and kind of just explain how I made this slightly upgraded and customized Plarail James. Let's see, I'm trying to think where to start with this thing. So what you're seeing is the redesigned, or 2015 James as the locomotive, and it doesn't have a normal or a detachable tender, it has one of the battery-powered ones that sits right there on the back and doesn't come off, so it's all just one unit, and the connection between the locomotive and the tender is a lot shorter. And you're probably thinking, why is that? Well, the Plarail James I typically use, sadly the motor on it just kind of died out, and I didn't have the parts on hand to fix it. I did kind of have an idea though. I do really like the 2015 or redesigned James, even though I know some people aren't the most fond of it. Plus, it's already a model I've done some modifications to. As you can see there, at this point I already had the open cab, I had given it a better motor. Why not give it a, tender that actually fits the locomotive? So I basically took the entire chassis apart, or just the bottom plate, I believe. With that out of the way, I removed the normal coupler, as you see here, and put in the, I'm not actually sure what engine this came from, I just know it's from a Plarail tender engine, and took the James one, and boom, there you go. Now it's a bit of a more accurate connection. Now, technically, this tender is pretty much a ghost. As you can see here, we can take the coal load off still, and there still is that battery compartment, but it doesn't do anything. There's no wires that run to the engine, since the engine doesn't need the, tender battery. It has one on its own. So that kind of stinks, but truth be told, if I ever want to, I can load this up with weight, do something extra, maybe customize it. It's there, and yeah, it just kind of fits right back on top. We can also change the face, which he's currently missing. So say I don't want James to be Busy Bee, he can be, if I can fit this one on there, surprised. He can be, where's the other face? Or happy, like there, as you can see. I do have to screw these in whenever I use these faces, so that's kind of why they stick out. Or just for fun and for nostalgic reasons, I put a little bit of blue tack on this face, and it fits right on the front. And now we have a Busy Bee James. And what's kind of cool about this one is it's a little bit smaller than these other faces, so it has a little bit of the rim on the firebox, or smoke box, my bad, as you can see there. And I don't know, it's just a cool little contrast whenever this face is being used. Yeah, there's that. Let's see. Oh yeah, but there's also the open cab. Now, as you can see here, it's not necessarily the most open thing. It's more just the back area is gone. This kind of looks like a detailless backhead or locomotive control area anyway. So I think that's kind of cool. And the little side areas here are cut away. There's a little bit of black paint in that cab area to just kind of tie it all together. Yeah, it's... truth be told, there's really not a lot to most of the modifications I've done here, but once they've been done, what they do for the model itself is tremendous. I mean, I love this face alone, and just the fact that it's a little bit smaller. I mean, we've got the open cab and cab sides, shorter tender connection. Overall, it's a modification I really like. And there's another thing which you can't really tell visually about this James. He's a speed demon. Yeah, this James will never get beat by Thomas to the wharf. Just trust me. So you may know what I've done aesthetically. You may know what makes this James special or a little bit weird when compared to other James. Visually, again, I think it's time we take this dude to the layout. You've already seen him on the layout, so you probably already know what the deal with this guy is, but yeah, I kind of want to show you anyway. So when I jumped back into Trackmaster and Plarail, a lot of people just recommended me different motors to try out putting in these things. There was one motor I got that was faster than every single one. At the time, I didn't have Gordon. I still don't have Gordon. But, who else would get it besides my favorite character? And now I'm going to show you what exactly that looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, more cab details are coming soon. I do want to add that little backhead detail right there. Maybe even a bit of a floor, so I can put some figures or a crew in there. But yeah, I've said it like 3 times now at this point. Let's go to the layout.
the other Rosie. Huh.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.